For as long as I can remember, I heard a whisper speaking to me. I could never understand it. It was only a few words, but I heard it everywhere. I heard it in the bird song. I heard it in the wind. I heard it when I rubbed elders' hard-working, rough and beautiful hands with lotion.
I want to understand you.
I'd scream with my fist clenched and my head dunked in the ocean. Then one day, the whisper said, "Come back and let me melt through the Guam seal stitches on your hoodie and warm the mahalang in your heart." Then, whip, like I'd been snagged by a hook and a gentle call, the whisper pulled me to the Marianas, vibrating my temples like a drag of a Newport menthol. I flowed with the current to the deep West Pacific. I threw a Håfa to Taotao along the way. We kept it shiny. He gave me a hima, a giant clam, perfect for my sanahi. And then we met. Your cool island breeze and your warm lagoons, your red flower trees like honey to the bees. I found my place, my soul renew. You're the island paradise I always knew. I feel so lucky that you picked me, and a sense of responsibility. You pulled me home to show me I'm not alone. And so now it's up to me to embrace the chelu that the others don't see, to live the culture with my family, to honor myself, familiar history, inherit a soulful wayfinding, to navigate the ocean of mind and will, to open a sea lane, native skill. The voyage was a battle, yes, uphill, salt pierced my soul, refill. See to Usmase to a navigating crew, and big props to the Wa'a canoe for safe passage across the deep blue, yeah. Thank you, and a shout out is due to the University of Guam, Guampedia, and Island Wisdom. Signing my say from the Chetlu in the Bay for bringing me home and showing me the way. Show me the way, yeah, show me the way. Sign on my say for show me the way. You brought me home and showed me the way. Sign on my say from the Chetlu in the Bay. The chants, the stars, the waves, the rhythm. Everywhere we go, we bring the island with them. Your cool island breeze and your warm lagoons, your red flower trees like honey to the bees. I found my place, my soul renew. You're the island paradise I always knew. I found my place, my soul renew. You're the island paradise I always knew. The voyage back to the Marianas helped me to understand that I'm not alone. It showed me that my culture has been looking for me just as much as I've been looking for my culture. It's no longer a whisper now, because the island speaks to me. It pulls me. The culture marinates within me, and I welcome the embrace of my people. I heard the whisper from the ocean in the canoe, and I responded. What would you do if it spoke to you? Hafade Torohamzu, and Benvenidos the Red Rice and Fina'denne podcast. My name is Castro, I'm your host. This episode is titled On the Island, and it's the conclusion of Taotao Tåsi, a series dedicated to focusing on the incredible art of Micronesian navigation and seafaring with Palulari Ragatal.
Buenas and Hafade, Maniluhuds and Maninahu.
Greetings and hello to my siblings and elders. I appreciate you all for all that you have done for the culture.
Marianas, Micronesia, Taitano, I am Dr. Melissa Taitano. I'm a professor at the University of Guam and an ordained Waringpo navigator through the estate of Haboilol in Poloat, my taupo and Rapiniwag Casper Mark. I work in close collaboration with Professor Larry Regatal of Lamatrek to develop and promote the traditional navigation program at the University of Guam as part of the Center of Island Wisdom, a project founded and made possible by our current Madam President, Dr. Anita Borja Enriquez, and all the members of the Island Wisdom Council, namely Dr. Gina Rojas, Dr. Monique Story, Dr. Mike Clement, and Dr. Lisa Natividad. Traditional navigation has an important role in connecting our island communities throughout Micronesia, as well as with our brothers and sisters living abroad in Hawaii and the continental United States of America. Through the UOG Micronesian Traditional Navigation Certificate Program, we teach and promote our sustainable cultural values of Taotao, Inadahi Zaninago Fli, or Tiro, loosely translated as respect, compassion, and community, which are also the institutional values of the University of Guam. We teach basic knowledge of canoe house building, lashing, weaving, canoe carving, and celestial navigation through hands-on skills development and instruction, storytelling, and chant that reveal knowledge of our shared past not captured necessarily in our documentary or written heritage.
So on a daily basis for the class, we offer 3 courses throughout the year. One in canoe house buildings, so actual physical structure building like a local hut. The other course is in canoe building, so constructing and learning about trees and how to carve out a canoe from it, and the application of that technology, such as sailing it. And then the final course is in traditional celestial navigation. So we take our students out on the canoe and apply what they've learned in navigation, such as, what are the stars that we use, and what are the currents and the wave patterns that we need to look out on.
We teach Micronesian traditional navigation as a component of cultural preservation, but also cultural continuity into the future, partnering with disciplines, people, and organizations on 3D mapping, land tenureship, apprenticeship, and fisheries projects towards sustainability, which is particularly important in light of the current climate crisis and its global effect, which is pronounced in our lower-lying Micronesian islands and atolls.
We can be sure that whatever science and math is being taught now from a Western perspective through these institutions of higher learning, we have to appreciate that even our ancestors, through their technologies, whether it's canoe building or celestial navigation, wayfinding, all of that were applied math and science too. So my feeling about the traditional seafaring courses that I'm teaching give them the opportunity to understand that our ways of knowing and learning, as passed down by generation to the other, is equally important as what we're being taught in a setting of a university classroom or otherwise.
Our aim is to impart these skills to our students and provide access to elements of our shared heritage of traditional navigation, and also to the greater understanding of our connectedness to the ocean, the land, and the sky.
It's important also for us to realize and understand that long before institutions of higher learning here within the Pacific come to existence, our classrooms were those of the canoe houses. Our classrooms did not have confinement into corners of walls within a concrete building. Our classrooms was really from up in the mountains down to the seas and up in the skies. The boundaries and settings for us to learn was from the land and from the ocean and from all other elements and plants what it has to offer. So in that sense, to me, that's important because we live on islands surrounded by ocean with greeneries. Then it's imperative on us to also know it, to know the surrounding environment, to cherish and use those resources the best we know how.
The University of Guam Traditional Navigation Certificate Program today was made possible because of relationships forged over decades and truly in the spirit of cooperation and love for the region between Poe navigators in the Central Carolines and people living in the Marianas. To those who heard the whispers of the ocean in the canoe and had the courage to respond. To these people, I would like to say, Etahinehi Netian Zen Farfashemi.
I know that my grandfather, my teachers, and my father, and those who passed on into another world, and this is their wish. This is their desire to share the person that I am today and the things I speak of and the knowledge that I acquired. I'm just the guardian of it. I'm just protecting it for those who came before me and asking, pass it on to Jay, pass it on to Jay's son, pass on. So, but I'm grateful.
How will you respond when you hear the whisper of the ocean and the canoe? Credits and Pwa Fashami. A very grateful and appreciative thank you to all the people who helped bring this navigation story to life as part of an 8-part series right here on the Red Rice and Fina'denne podcast. To Palulea Ragata for sitting down to interview me after the 2023 Chetlu Festival in San Diego. I fiercely admire and respect you. Thank you for becoming my friend. To the people from the Carolinian Islands, thank you for preserving a skill set and the way of life that inspires me. To Guampedia.com, especially Tan Rita Nauta, Sijus Mase for welcoming me home. The people behind Guampedia's projects and the connections they make were the seeds that made this possible for me. Thank you. To Dr. Melissa Taitano, Tan Sandra Okada, and the others who helped tell these stories, thank you for your contributions to the series and to preserving traditions. To Sabu for providing the music. Lots of what you heard throughout this series is found on Sabu's EP titled Navigator. You can find it everywhere. To the homie Martin Sanchez from Seismic Sound for the sound production and mastering of the entire series. Thank you for sharing your expertise and your craft. This series was created, written, edited, scored, and told by me, Jay Castro, from my home on the Alameda Island in the San Francisco Bay Area. Siju Ismase for listening.